Sometimes pottery goes great, and other times it doesn't. With this project, I had planned to make a mug, but I forgot about it completely, and then it dried out, including the handle that I had made for it. So we're going to make a cup instead. Normally when I'm working on the shape of the main form, I'm thinking about how big it needs to be to accept my hand later on inside the handle. But apparently we're making a cup, so just worry about how it's going to fit in the palm of your hand as you hold it. And make sure you compress those bases, otherwise you'll get unintended cracks. For this particular project, I plan to use sodium silicate, which is something that you can use to make a special crackly texture on the surface. And I'm not talking about crushing up the little packets that you get for drying things out, although it is the same material. This sodium silicate comes in liquid form, and you usually get it at a pottery supply, although I'm sure you can find it online anywhere. What you do is you apply the liquid sodium silicate to the surface of the mug, and then you heat it up to dry out the surface rapidly. Then once it's heated up and dried out, it's basically ready to crack. What that means is you have to have the overall form of your mug kind of ready to stretch out before you apply the sodium silicate, because once you apply it, you won't be able to touch the outside. You can do some small adjustments at the top and bottom where there isn't any, but for the most part, you want to stretch that out only from the inside. Once you get the shape where you like it, go ahead and do a final little trim at the base, and then you're pretty much good to go. You can take this thing off the wheel, and normally I would let it get leather hard before doing the next steps. But since I forgot about this one, I didn't get a chance to trim the bottom or put my initials on. So this time, I'm actually just going to scratch them in with this little diamond burr tool. This is something you can use to do other kinds of textures and patterns, which they often call sgraffito, but anyway, it's just scratching it in. This cup ended up turning out pretty nice, but I still don't really like it that much, so I think I'm just going to recycle it. What would you guys do in this scenario? Do you like to keep things and fire them just to see how they turn out? Or do you usually just get rid of them and try to make something better next time? I'd love to hear your thoughts.